Sounding exquisite.
Oh shit, we back again. What's up, what's happening? Come to the party and bring a friend. Fuck it, I'm bringing 10. Ooh, trying to chat a 10. Big boy trying to chat a 10. She said I was catchy. I said so tap I'm in.
Touchdown!
Double cup, wow, I stuck smile when I puff loud. I touch clouds, catching touchdowns in my mind now, cause I'm zoned out. On a porch couch in the iCloud. 2 coughs and I'm back now. 2 coughs and I'm packed out. Somebody give me a drink before I gotta sit down. I'm making hits now with a smooth style.
What's up, everybody? It is the Trash Talk Tailgate here. I am your host, Dr. Preston Rowe, defensive backs quality control coach, and I am joined by our executive producer today, Jazzy Jasper Green. Jazzy, how you doing?
Doing good, man. I'm excited to talk some ball. I'm a little destitute today because we got to talk about my beautiful, beautiful Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets losing the fucking pit of all programs. Right when I think it's a straight shot towards the ACC champion, stomp on the Cavaliers and get in the CFP, we lose the pit. So I'm a little sad about that today, but I'm always happy to be on the TTT and talk some ball. I know we got some pretty exciting games to talk about today. And, of course, we're looking forward to rivalry week next week where, you know, some of the best football you can watch is going to be. Football's looking great right now. Probably going to lose my fantasy game, but my team is ass, and I'm playing the number 4 team. So what can you do? But that is the nature of football sometimes. But I'm ready to get into it.
Yeah, man. No, we are ready to get into it as well. First of all, I do want to say I'm sorry that we were not live on Friday. We just had some extenuating circumstances come up, but we are back now. We very much appreciate everyone that's in the chat. All right. First of all, I want to talk about the big game of the weekend. Let's go. Number 15 USC losing on the road to number 7 Oregon, 42-27. And this game, yeah. Do you want to say something?
I'll just say it. Given my time on the TTT, this one was really easy to fucking call.
Yeah,
like this one was so easy to fucking call. Like if you go by what our philosophy on how to make a good football team and how to have a winning football team, it's pretty obvious who's going to win this fucking game, and that's the guys with the bubs.
Yeah.
You know, the bub-based team is going to win the football game. I don't know what to tell you.
Absolutely. So we talked about this game. I did a TikTok about this game. If you haven't, go check out our TikTok at Trash Talk Tailgate. You know, we post stuff there every single day. I talked about this game going into it. I thought Oregon was going to win this game because they're better up front. And if you watch the TTT, I am also human. Thank you. Thank you for asking. But if you watch the TTT, you know that we value the bubs, the big ugly bastards up front. And Oregon, they are recruiting at an elite level, especially up front. Dan Lanning has brought that SEC mentality to the Big Ten, and they're going to beat the shit out of you. They're just going to push you up front. They're going to get knocked back, and they're going to make your life hell. What's up, Keely? How are you? You too. You absolutely need the bubs. That's really cool. And USC, they don't have the bubs. They're not very physical up front. They're a Lincoln Riley coach team. If you watch the Trash Talk Tailgate, you know how we feel about Lincoln Riley and his lack of physicality. He's going to try to have great quarterback play and great wide receivers, but whenever you go up against a more talented team like Oregon, that's only going to get you so far. You have to be able to get push up front, and that's exactly how this game played out. USC, they went up early. They went up 7-0 early, but then Oregon just kind of stomped them. I mean, if you watch this game, you never really felt like USC had a chance in this game because Oregon just they just kept on getting pushed, man. They ran the ball for 179 yards. They averaged 4.4 yards per carry, as opposed to USC, who averaged 1.9 yards per carry. That's not going to do it. Jaden Maeva, he played okay. He threw for 300 yards. He had 3 touchdowns, but he also turned the ball over twice. And that's whenever you can't run the ball and you force a team to become one-dimensional, your chances of getting interceptions and turning the ball over off the quarterback become a lot higher. And just look, man, Oregon, they were in control of this game the entire time. And USC, this was a must-win game that they had to have to keep their playoff hopes alive. They're now 8-3, 6-2 in the Big Ten. Oregon moves to 10-1, 7-1 in the Big Ten. It's just you got to have the Bubs, man. And Lincoln Riley doesn't have the Bubs. Here's the other thing: Oregon was beat to hell. They don't have their top 3 or 4 starting wide receivers. DeCorian Moore, obviously a true freshman. He's the big one. Gary Bryant Jr. as well. They just, they've been beat up on the lines of scrimmage a bit. They're down. Here's the other thing. Oregon was down like their 2 starting tackles, like their 2 starting offensive tackles, and they still beat the shit out of USC.
I mean, it's like almost like when you have depth in a roster full of big men, and the big men playing each other's sport, you're gonna have a really good time. That's that kind of depth that just makes you kind of a problem. I mean, my question to you is there anything that USC like what would their chance have been? Just like somehow their wide receivers can get out there and somehow their quarterback can make it to them, and was that their plan going into this shit?
Yeah, I mean, it's just like I think they realized very quickly they couldn't run the ball. They ran the ball 28 times for 52 yards. Like I said, that's less than 2 yards a carry. And it's just whenever you can't run the ball and whenever you can't stay ahead of the chains and get it to like 2nd and 5 or 2nd and 6 and just keep the chains rolling, it puts your offense in a bad situation because then you're forced to play from behind the chains. You're going to be in a lot of 3rd and longs. And it's just, I mean, look, man, USC, they were 7 of 16 on 3rd down. Oregon was 7 of 12. And a big reason for that is Oregon was able to run the ball consistently. And when you can stay balanced, then you can keep the defense off balance. Does that make sense?
Yeah. I would ask you, at what point in the game do you think USC knew they weren't winning? Like, at what point?
Probably in the 2nd quarter.
That's really bad to have your spirit broken in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, because it was so at halftime it was 28-14.
Good God.
Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, just Lincoln Riley, it's a philosophy thing with him. If you go back to his time at Oklahoma, they weren't very physical. They were not a physical team, especially defensively. They struggled to stop the run tremendously. And just Oregon under Dan Lanning has brought an SEC mentality to the Big Ten of just, we're going to have great athletes on the outside, but none of that matters if we can't be physical and run the damn ball. Like football at the end of the day, if you win the trenches, you're going to win the game.
Yeah.
That's just how it works. And like I said, man, Oregon, they've been beat to hell. Like, they're going to have some time now to get healthy. They've got to play UCLA. They're huge. Or no, they've got to play Washington, who's their big rival next week. But then after that, man, they've got some time to get healthy. And once they get all their guys back and healthy, they're going to be a real problem moving forward once the college football playoff starts.
Yeah. I mean, do you think Lincoln Riley will ever wake up? Like, do you think he's going to see this shit and be like, oh, no, I just got smacked around by a beat up, Bub-based team? Like I didn't stand. We lost the game in the 2nd quarter, You know, maybe I need to change. Do you think he'll ever change? Do you think
I
he's got
don't know. I've heard some people at USC saying that yes, he is starting to change, but I haven't seen it. Like the evidence suggests that he hasn't. So people around USC are like, oh yeah, he's actually learning his lesson. I mean, we'll see, but until I actually see USC compete with a physically dominant and imposing team, I don't believe it. I'm not gonna believe it.
Gotcha.
I mean, if you want to win at the highest levels of college football, you have to have the trenches and you have to invest in the big ugly bastards, the bubs up front. So, yep.
You need
Now, let's go to another huge game. Had lots of playoff implications. Number 8 Oklahoma gets the win over number 22 Missouri, and this was just a defensive slugfest. Oklahoma, they might have. I don't even think it's arguable. I think they do. I think they have the best defense in the entire country. This defense is fucking nasty. And they just Bro Pribula, he did return from Missouri, their starting quarterback, and he probably shouldn't have returned because he didn't have a good day. He threw 2 interceptions, 0 touchdowns, threw for only 231 yards. And Oklahoma, they shut down this Mizzou run game and Ahmed Hardy. He had 17 carries for 57 yards. They averaged 2 yards a carry on the ground. It's just this Oklahoma defense. I think the best way to put this, Jasper, this Oklahoma defense makes any game that they play winnable. But this Oklahoma offense that they have makes any game that they play losable. Because their offense still is not good. Despite that great defensive effort and performance, they still only put up 17 points. John Mateer threw for only 173 yards. He did have 2 touchdowns. It's just, I mean, this is a defensive team, man. Brent Venables is a defensive genius. He's a defensive mastermind. And Oklahoma, all they have to do is go beat LSU next week. And LSU probably should have lost to Western Kentucky this weekend. Like they struggled against Western Kentucky on senior night. So I really like this Oklahoma team, man. This defense is probably the best in the country.
Yeah, no, you're just watching and then you can truly appreciate it too, just the true masterwork that it is, the way it locks that shit down.
Yeah.
No, I mean, LSU, kind of feels like a paper tiger at this point. They're not, they're wounded. They're missing. They're headless. They ain't got a head coach. It just seems like, far be it from me to put a higher up SEC team to say they've quote unquote given up, but they're gonna play their hardest. But they're playing their hardest and struggling to Western Kentucky. It doesn't look good. So
no, I mean,
what are you gonna do against the best defense? As long as they don't shit the bed with their offense, it sounds like Oklahoma. We're gonna yell. I'm gonna be yelling "boomer" at my boss during the CFP. Every time I see him, and he's gonna not be happy about it because he's a Texas guy. He's gonna be very upset.
That is hilarious. You gotta yell "boomer" at your boss, Jasper.
I do. His stepdaughter's Crimson Tide lost to Oklahoma the week before that. And I rolled into work and I was like, "Boomer!"
I'm sure he appreciated that.
Jasper,
we got to do it. We got to talk about it.
I know. It's time. You got to explain to me what went wrong here.
So, dog, Pitt, they went up 28-0. They stomped Georgia Tech. And a huge reason for that was because Pitt, they shut down Georgia Tech's run game. We all know Brent Key wants to run the ball.
He does.
We all know that. But Pitt, they did a great job of shutting down Georgia Tech's run game. They said, you cannot run the ball today. Like, that was their game plan going in. It's easier. It's a lot easier said than done. So you have to give Pitt credit. They had a great plan, and they executed that plan really, really well. And they were disciplined. They shut down the spread option run game attack of Georgia Tech, and they made Haynes King very, very uncomfortable. Haynes King, he turned the ball over twice. And Georgia Tech, I mean, look, man, they were 3 of 14 on third down. Just they couldn't get any rhythm offensively because Pitt was able to shut down the run game.
What do you think the difference was? Because I think like most teams that play my beautiful Bugs go in there wanting to stop that run game. What do you think the difference was? What do you think actually allowed Pitt to successfully shut us down?
They were just very, very aggressive. You know, they were just very, very aggressive. Pitt's a very aggressive defense. And the thing is once they got out early, the thing about a run offense like that is when you get down early like that, you kind of need to, you're kind of forced to start throwing the ball to play catch up. And I think it was just the perfect storm of Pitt got out early. They were able to get a few stops early. And then they just forced Georgia Tech the rest of the game to have to play catch up. And to play catch up, you have to throw the ball, which is something that they're not really equipped to do. And Georgia Tech is not a play from behind team.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah.
Georgia Tech's kind of built to not get into that position in the first place.
Exactly.
And so when it happens, it's like catastrophic failure.
Yes, absolutely. And dog, I mean, Georgia Tech, they're still 9-2. They're 6-2 of the ACC. Oh man, they don't control their own destiny though. They needed to win this game to have a shot to get to the ACC championship game, and they blew it.
So who do you think the ACC championship game is going to be now?
I don't know. I think SMU is going to get in. I cannot say UVA is going to get in because I just have a feeling that Virginia Tech, even with UVA's best teams and with Tech's worst teams, we always find a way to beat UVA.
Yeah, it's like,
and if UVA loses, that opens the door for another team, potentially Georgia Tech. So,
yeah, it's that college football magic, you know, when it's rivalry week. You know, that's why Georgia Tech is going to give the Dogs a good run, you know, next week. I got to call my Georgia Tech buddy and be like, my Georgia buddy and be like, hey, bud, good luck, but fuck you.
Wouldn't that be amazing though if the week after Georgia Tech just gets absolutely stomped by Pitt, they come out and they beat Georgia?
I mean, look, is Haynes King healthy?
Yeah, I think so.
Then we got a chance.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like that's where I'm at. We got a chance, you know.
Yep.
And I would love to see Brent Key finally slay the dragon. That is Kirby Smart. You know, he was so close last year. I just hope that man doesn't give up. You know, because it'd be pretty easy to give up after, you know, losing a heartbreaker like that.
Yeah.
You know, to the sleaziest man in all of college football, Kirby Smart.
That would be sad.
Give that man a hug. Got to give that man a hug.
Yeah, man.
But go Bugs. You know.
Go Bugs.
You're goddamn right. Go Bugs.
Yeah. Very quickly, BYU beat Cincinnati, and BYU, they're most likely going to make the Big 12 championship game with a rematch with Texas Tech. And BYU, they're just a really good football team, man. They're just very efficient. They were 7-14 on third down. They beat Cincinnati 26-14, and BYU's 10-1. BYU, like they're not the most talented team, but they're very disciplined. They play very good, smart, complementary football. Bear Bachmeier, their true freshman quarterback, is really, really good. But then, the story of the game for this was LJ Martin. LJ Martin had 32 carries for 222 yards, which is 7 yards per carry and 2 rushing touchdowns. BYU, they wanted to run the ball, and that's exactly what they did.
Yeah, no, it sounds like that dude ran the shit out of that ball.
He ran the shit out of that ball.
You can get 7 yards of carry consistently. That's insane.
Oh, what's up, Dinker? Dinker has returned. Dinker, I do want to apologize for not being here on Friday. I've already talked about that, but we very much appreciate you, Dinker. But yes, they are the Super Soakers. Oh, man. He also had 3 catches for 44 yards. So he had over 260 yards of total offense. That's insane.
Work.
Insane.
Dude was a stud out there.
No, man. And I mean, BYU, I think they are going to get their rematch with Texas Tech. Obviously, Texas Tech fucking drugged them earlier this year. Just because, again, Texas Tech, they just have bigger bodies. They just have bigger, better body types up front, which is ultimately what football is all about. Got to have the bubs. You got to have the trenches. Yeah, no, Dinker. We're all good. We're all good. Yeah. No, but we don't have Riley, unfortunately.
Texas Tech has that oil baron money.
They do.
He just wants to see. I know if you were an oil baron, Virginia Tech would be a fucking problem.
Yeah.
Virginia Tech would be fucking ridiculous. It'd be out
here.
Hey,
man, you know what? We are finally investing, so I'm very excited about the future of Virginia Tech.
He's going to be way more obnoxious, folks.
I am. I'm going to be.
There's a reason the Virginia Tech is in our background. There is a reason.
Yes. No, it's a
sleeping giant that is now woken up. That's Preston fandom for Virginia Tech.
I've suffered long enough, man.
You have. But back to this BYU game.
Yes.
So there was just no stopping them. Is kind of what you're
because they just ran the ball, man. They ran the ball. They had 265 yards rushing in total, and Cincinnati had 87. And whenever you have a huge discrepancy like that in the run game, that means you physically dominated them up front, which is ultimately what football comes down to. Can you win the line of scrimmage? And BYU, they can, and they did. And it's a huge win for them. Huge win for them. I got a couple more games I want to talk about.
Yeah, man.
This game, I mean, poor Kansas State, man. Kansas State had this game. They had this game. And you have to give credit to Utah. Number 13 Utah, they come back to beat Kansas State 51-47.
Didn't Utah play Illinois at the beginning of the year, and I called the game for Utah? Was that game?
No, Utah didn't play Illinois.
Okay, no, I'm thinking of someone else then. But so what happened here, man?
Sometimes Kansas State, a lot of people thought they were going to compete for the Big 12 this year, and sometimes shit just doesn't go your way. And Kansas State, they've kind of had a year from hell all year. They're 5-6. They need to get one more win to become bowl eligible. They play Kansas next week in rivalry week, and it's just they were up. They were up huge. And I mean, Utah was down 12 in the fourth quarter. Like Utah was down 12 with about 6 or 7 minutes left in the fourth quarter, and it looked like Kansas State was going to get a huge, just like euphoric win, just a sigh of relief win for the season from hell that they've had, and they blew it. And you have to give Utah credit for that. Devin Dampier, he's a really good quarterback when he's on. He's just kind of inconsistent. And you have to give Utah credit, man. They came back and they found a way to win. I mean, they just 50 carries. Utah ran the ball 50 times for 292 yards, averaging 6 yards a carry with 5 rushing touchdowns. Like, that's a huge reason why they were able to come back into this game. And they just again, man, how many times do I have to say it? If you can win the line of scrimmage, you're going to wear down the other team. Like, even if they have a big lead, you're just going to wear them down if you could just win the line of scrimmage and be able to be physical and run the ball, and your chances of winning skyrocket. So,
oh yeah,
I mean,
I think they also, if you can find a way to get more than 5 yards to carry, and you can just spam that, and it works consistently, you're probably going to win.
Yeah,
like because all these games we've talked about, you just bring up like this guy or this part of their offense had more than 5 yards of carry. Like if someone else is doing that to you and you can't fucking stop that shit, you're gonna fucking lose. Like,
and to Dicker's point about Avery Johnson, Utah, Avery Johnson didn't have a good game, man. He's another guy that he's very talented. He's just inconsistent. When he's on, he's on. But he was 12 of 23 for only 102 yards, 1 touchdown and 1 interception. It's just, I mean, look, dog, you have to give Utah credit. It looked like Kansas State was going to get a huge win after the season that they've had. And sometimes shit just doesn't go your way. Like, if you coach long enough, you just know sometimes you have a season from hell. It's what happened to James Franklin at Penn State. They had these really high expectations, and now he's a Virginia Tech football coach. So
I can't watch I cannot I've never liked Penn State that much. They've always been kind of icky to me. I mean, I wonder why, but it's gonna be fun to watch them disintegrate and fall the fuck apart. That's gonna be pretty hilarious.
It is gonna be hilarious.
Because I'm a Virginian myself. Always been more of a UVA guy, but it's been weird not seeing Virginia Tech be good. It's been because it's like if you're from Virginia, it's almost like in Alabama. You got the fucking A everywhere. Like when Virginia Tech football is good, you can't. That VT logo is on everyone's car and fucking T-shirt. Like, like the people like that is the Alabama of Virginia.
Even when we're bad, and we've been bad for a long time now, like Lane Stadium still gets packed out every single week. We've got one of the most passionate fan bases in the entire country. And we deserve better, man. Like, it's just our football program has been incompetent for a long ass time, but no longer.
I think that's why James Franklin took the job, man. He got fired from, Penn State, and he looked around and he said, all right, where can I go where 1, I'm going to be appreciated, and 2, I will, have some success because it's still my neck of the woods. It's still where I like to recruit. And I think Virginia, I think like you were freaking the fuck out the whole time. You were very upset. Preston was going through it really bad. I was your rock for a good chunk of that shit. And I can tell y'all, I just, in the back of my mind, I was pretty damn sure y'all were going to get him because he wanted that job. Like, y'all would have had to royally tell that man to go fuck himself.
Which I thought we were going to do.
I mean, with good reason. But it's like now he's got an end to be really successful.
Yes.
And if he does half of what Frank Beamer did, he will get a statue.
He will absolutely get a statue.
He will not be fired for having a bad fucking year.
No, he won't.
Y'all will not fucking do that to him. So the old place, man, the old place is gonna fall apart. They're not. That's just, we don't call them Penn State. They are the old place, that last place, the team up north, if you will.
No, that's Michigan. But yeah, they are the last place. Penn State is the last place. So Jasper, speaking of coaching searches, a little spite too. He done wrong, but yeah, no, absolutely. Dinker, I'm excited for a lot of different reasons. I think that's the biggest reason I'm so excited. He's going to have a huge fucking chip on his shoulder to prove everyone at Penn State how royally they fucked up.
Yeah,
and
he's going to recruit in the same neck of the woods.
Yeah. Yeah. Like, he has been the recruiter in the DMV, Virginia, Mid-Atlantic region for the last 15 years. That's a reason why we've sucked so bad, is he's been taking all of our talent out of state. But now all of that's coming to Blacksburg, and I'm very, very excited. And the other thing, Jasper, I just want to get your opinion on this.
Yeah, man.
I'm gonna have to give you some background. So, Lane, now that I am officially out of the coaching carousel, I can take a step back and laugh at all the other idiots that are still in it. So, Jasper, I think society might just be broken, and this is why.
All right.
So, I don't know if you know this, but LSU fired Brian Kelly earlier this year.
Yes.
And then they had the governor step in and be like, we can't fucking pay these buyouts.
Yes.
Like, we need to stop paying these massive fucking buyouts. And it was reported this weekend that LSU has made an even bigger offer for Ole Miss coach Lane Kiffin. LSU is reportedly trying to offer Lane Kiffin $100 million to go coach at LSU. So I guess the moral of the story is LSU has literally learned nothing.
Yeah, that's insane work. Like, you can't afford it. We know you're not good for the money. Like, that's my thing. You had to ask the state for a fucking handout. Like, you had to go to the state for a fucking handout. And it's like, just to be a tad political here, but like, at the time, until Louisiana's credit, you can talk shit about Louisiana, and I've talked plenty of shit about Louisiana. But when the SNAP benefit shit dried up, I read that Louisiana was like, fuck it, we're going to pay for our poor people to eat out of our own pocket. So that is literally happening at the same fucking time. The governor is worried about feeding the fucking people. Like the poorest fucking people. And then LSU's like, our football program owed a guy $70 million. Like, yeah, I'd go fucking yell at them too. Like,
Dinker, I hope so, but I think you're giving them too much credit. I mean, if you didn't learn your lesson from Jimbo Fisher, I don't know what it's gonna take. Because you already can't pay Brian Kelly his $54 million buyout.
So we're gonna double it and try. Lane Kiffin, I don't think Lane Kiffin's gonna fucking do it for one.
I don't think he is either.
Like, Lane Kiffin likes Ole Miss. He likes being the troll monster, the disgusting troll monster of Ole Miss.
He does.
That is what he is. He loves it there. That is his swamp.
And I think Lane Kiffin's smart enough to know that LSU doesn't have that kind of money right now.
And I don't think me and you talked about this too, because my boss was telling me, like, Lane Kiffin, he might go to LSU or Florida. And I talked to you about it, and I was like, what do you think? And you at the time were generally like, I don't fucking know, dog. It's Lane Kiffin.
Yeah.
He's a wild card. He's going to do what he does. But but I think a good point you mentioned, though, is LSU is more unlikely because they won't appreciate him there. He'll be a little out of his depth, and the expectations will be too high,
Yeah.
Like, I think he could make the move that Kalen DeBoer, people say Kalen DeBoer should stay where you are and be a god,
Yeah.
Like stay where you are and be a god.
So in coaching, and this was an actual quote about James Franklin coming to Virginia Tech. The Virginia Tech people were like, hey, at Penn State, you were tolerated. And that was obvious. They tolerated him. They didn't actually love him. But at Virginia Tech, you will be loved and appreciated if you have that kind of success here. and we will never run you out of town. The only way James Franklin is going to leave Virginia Tech is if he goes to get a better job. And you know what? If he does go get a better job, yeah, I'll be sad, but it will have meant that he did what he was supposed to do. You know?
Yeah.
And Digger, to your point, yeah.
I think he's going to get a statue built and retire in Blacksburg happily.
I hope so. That is what I hope. But Digger, to your point, the whole announcement after the Egg Bowl, that is kind of weird. I get it. These coaches have massive, massive fucking egos, but I think Florida's kind of a dumpster fire, and I definitely think LSU is a dumpster fire. Lane Kiffin, after talking all of this stuff about how he's happy in Oxford, he wants his family to be with him in Oxford. He's gotten his family back together. He's destroyed his family over coaching, and now he's finally getting his life back together. And for him to just blow all of that up again, I would just be very, very disappointed in Lane Kiffin if he, after saying all of that stuff, if he bolted at the first chance he got. Like, that would disappoint me. I don't know. Like, I honestly, at this point, I don't know. I don't think LSU has that kind of money to pay him. I don't know about the Florida situation. I don't know.
LSU is desperate to stay relevant. They don't want to become like Florida.
No, they don't.
They're slipping, though. And it's like, who the fuck are you going to get? Like,
you're not going to get James Franklin.
No, you're gonna have to start digging. You might just have to start digging around in D2 schools and try to find a good diamond. Like, yeah, I found a pot of gold. Like that's all they can do. Like, they're kind of fucked.
And the other thing is, like, I don't think Lane Kiffin's earned that money. Like, dog, $100 million for a coach that hasn't even made the college football playoff. Like, he's never won a Power 4 conference championship. It's absurd money for a guy that's a good coach, but he's not a great coach, especially at a school like LSU or Florida, where the expectation is go win a national championship. He's never proven he can do that.
Florida should have never got rid of the Shark Man. It wasn't him in the photo. Like, it was not him. It was not him in the fucking photo. Like, they fired that man for that. And he was doing good. And, like, have they really been good since? I don't think so.
I mean, they had a few years with Dan Mullen, but for the most part, no, they haven't.
Should have stood by your Shark Man.
Yeah.
You know?
Stand by your Shark Man.
Yeah, you should have stood by your Shark Man and said, that is not him. He don't wear his hair like that. Like, we'll forgive a lot of shitty stuff in college football. There's a lot of shitty stuff that gets forgiven constantly. But picture of you that looks like you're fucking a shark, fired.
Yeah.
Like, come on, man. What the hell?
Florida just lost to Rocky Top. They just lost to Rocky Top by 20 points. So things are. I mean, Florida. And here's the thing: it's like,
they're good.
What?
You got Tennessee out here thinking they're good. That's how far you've fallen from grace.
Yeah, no. Look, man. I don't know. The other thing is, shit. Oh, yeah. So this is what I was gonna say. LSU and Florida all seem convinced that they are going to get Lane Kiffin. But one of those schools is going to miss out. Lane Kiffin cannot coach at 3 different schools. And I don't think these schools really understand that. I honestly don't. Because they're all convinced that Lane Kiffin is going to come to them. And here's my thing. Like, if wherever Lane Kiffin winds up, whether he stays at Ole Miss, goes to LSU, or goes to Florida, who are those other schools going to go get? Like, who are they going to go get?
Go dig around in D2.
Yeah.
Go find a successful D2 coach and be like, hey, buddy, you want to shot at the big time? That's your only fucking hope. And LSU really needs to start shopping at fucking Goodwill anyways, because they don't got Kohl's money. They can't shop at Kohl's anymore.
No.
You know, they can't shop at the mall. They surely can't shop at the Gucci store. Like, that ain't gonna fucking happen, dude. They need to get their ass in fucking Goodwill Go hire a D2 coach that's successful. I think that's all they do.
They can shop at Gucci. They just have to literally tax the poorest people in the US.
Yeah, no, they have to ask the state of Louisiana, one of the most impoverished fucking shitty states in the fucking, like, bro, have you ever been to Shreveport, Louisiana? Because I fucking have. You're asking those people to pay for your new football coach, and they'll probably do it because they love college football. But like,
They
damn,
do.
ain't that a bitch?
Yeah,
Like,
no. I just $100 million when you can't pay Brian Kelly 54. Like these schools have literally learned nothing. We've learned nothing.
It's time. I think it's time for LSU to be bad for a little bit, so they can maybe learn a lesson.
I think it's time for a lot of these schools to be bad. Penn State's definitely going to be bad. Although there is one exception, and I do want to talk about this.
All right.
It seems like Penn State seems convinced that they are going to get Kalen DeBoer. Because it seems like Alabama, I don't think there are some real rumors that Alabama might fire Kalen DeBoer, which is insane.
That is insane. That's really fucking stupid. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard in my life. Firing Kalen DeBoer. That man just gave y'all a new accolade that no one else has.
Yep.
To beat 4 ranked opponents back to back. Like that. No one in the history of college football, as it stands, could fucking say that. Mm-hmm. But Kalen DeBoer and his Crimson Tide sure as fuck can. He loses one game to an SEC opponent that it's okay. Like that's an opponent that most people are gonna fucking lose to. Like most college football players are gonna lose to this Oklahoma team right now. They're
Oklahoma's gonna make the playoff. They're a playoff team.
Like, so you lose to that, and they want to fight. Like, that's ungrateful. I know. I hope Kalen DeBoer goes to Auburn if he gets fired.
That'd be hilarious.
And fucking then proceeds to just create an Auburn dynasty of dominance. Is what I hope happens. If they're so fucking stupid, they fire that man. Like, Kalen DeBoer's a good coach. Like, I will defend old Kalen DeBoer. Like,
Dinker, there's some real rumblings that, especially if Auburn beats Alabama on Saturday on rivalry week, and it is in Auburn. Like it's in Auburn this year. So there is some real rumbling that if he loses to Auburn, they're gonna fire him, which is fucking crazy.
Then who the fuck is gonna come work at Alabama?
Exactly, you dog.
Like who are they gonna go get? Who are they gonna go get?
I don't know. I mean, maybe, and bring in who? Yeah. There are some rumors that Lane Kiffin would actually want the Alabama job. Like I've heard rumors about that for years. If that's true or not, I don't know. Dog, to fire Kalen DeBoer to go get an unproven defensive coordinator like Glenn Schumann, like no, that'd be insane. That's insane. Like, I mean, you want to talk about a program that only tolerates you? That is Alabama. They are ungrateful pieces of shit.
Dude, I heard people tell me they should fire Nick Saban at times. Like that is like until you live there, like because that's where I live right now. I live in Alabama, and Tuscaloosa is a glorious and hilarious allegory for the entire state that I live in because there's fuck all in Tuscaloosa. It's a goddamn miserable place. But then there's the biggest football stadium you've ever seen in your life, and it's disproportionately large to the entire fucking town. And that is like what the culture of Alabama is like in a lot of ways. There's fuck all. You know, there's a little bit of music. There's a little bit of this and that. Then there's football. Like, and so like the very, Cam Newton said it too. Like, it's like the head coach of Alabama is as important as the governor. Like the head
I'd
coach
argue he's more important.
Yeah, he's more important than the fucking governor. Like how Auburn and Alabama are doing as teams is like deciding the entire emotional state of like 80% of people in Alabama. Because it's like there are more Alabama fans, but if you're like a conscientious objector type, you're going to choose Auburn.
Yeah.
And like, that's literally it. But it's like everyone has a dog in that fight, you know? Like they have nothing else there. There's no professional sport in Alabama. We don't have an NFL team, MLB team. We don't have shit for college football. Like, so, you know, it is what it is. You know, but like the fire Kalen DeBoer, who would you go get that's better than him? I don't think you're getting someone better than him. I think you're downgrading.
Exactly. Because like this is already an insane coaching cycle. Because you've got so many blue jobs open. You've got LSU open, Florida open, fucking Penn State open. Like that's why I'm so excited for James Franklin, because we were the first one to strike. We got our guy in a coaching carousel where we were like 5th or 6th in the pecking order. But fucking Auburn, LSU, and Florida, and obviously Penn State all said James Franklin's not good enough, which is insane in its own right. And we're like, we'll take James Franklin. We will gladly take James Franklin. So and if you add Alabama to that mix, like not all of you are going to get like a proven great coach. There's too many jobs open right now.
Yeah. Now, James Franklin's smart. He's going where, as long as he does what he does, he's getting a statue. Like, that's smart. That's a smart move right there. I do that too. I go, I'm going to get to keep operating as I operate in the Mid-Atlantic.
Yep.
You know, I don't have to go fucking fight with these bastards. I think that's why he wasn't interested in SEC teams. Yeah. It's going to be a lot harder to recruit from like fucking Virginia Beach. You know, if you're in Louisiana or if you're in fucking Florida, it's a lot harder to recruit.
Yeah, no, I agree.
If you're in fucking Blacksburg, it's like a 4 or 5 hour drive to the DMV. Not even.
Yeah, no, like, it's about 4 hours.
Maryland's pretty close. Like it's like a 2 hour drive. Like,
yeah, man.
So, I mean,
and he gets to stick it to Penn State like right away. You know,
I mean, all those decommits, dude, are ridiculous. It shows you that he was Penn State. Like, he was Penn State. Penn State was not him. He was Penn State.
You're damn fucking right. All right, Jasper, you wanna go ahead and just run through the NFL real quick?
Yeah, man.
Predictions. All right.
Let's absolutely make some predictions.
All right, let's go. All right, dog. Ooh. The Steelers at the Bears.
The Bears are pretty decent this year, though.
They're not. They're Fugazi as hell.
You think it's Fugazi?
I think it's Fugazi, dog. They're the worst 7-3 team ever. They played a lot of bad teams.
They are a pretty bad 7-3 team. Like they're getting production, like, but they should be like having a horrible time. Like I know the Bears fans are like really happy. Like they're I have trouble trusting my Steelers. I'm having trouble trusting them. You know?
No, I mean, I trust the Steelers over the Bears. And Dinker, why would you do that to yourself? Why would you watch a Jeff Sims like football game? I mean, it's Jeff Sims. Like, what are we doing?
I mean, man, I guess give me the Steelers because it is the Bears and they have to fuck up eventually. They've been doing well too much to not fuck some shit up, to not shit the bed. So I say
now, give me the Steelers, man. I don't trust this Bears team at all. I trust the Steelers more. All right, now we got the Patriots at the Cincinnati Bengals, and apparently Joe Burrow might return for this game.
I wouldn't put him in this game.
No,
I wouldn't put Joe Burrow in this shit. Like, that Patriots team's been a problem.
The Bengals are 3-7, and why the Bengals? They're not going to make the playoffs. Even if Joe Burrow was to come back, they're not going to make the playoffs. So all you're doing is just risking another injury. I saw someone on Reddit the other day say Joe Burrow is trying to become the first player to suffer 2 season-ending injuries in the same season. It's like, dog, they can't protect them. Why would you come back? It's literally all risk, no reward. So you know the Bengals are going to do it. Oh, are you there? Ooh, it appears we lost Jasper. All right, but yeah, I am going to take the Patriots in this one. Pretty convincingly. The Patriots are 9-2. They're a great football team. Giants at the Lions, no question. Give me the Lions. Like I know the Lions are beat up a little bit, but the Giants fucking suck. Vikings at the Packers. Give me the Packers in Lambeau. The Vikings are not a very good football team. I think it's telling that Justin Jefferson has his worst season of his career, despite all the bad quarterbacks he's had throwing him the ball. He still puts up insane production. And then J.J. McCarthy is the quarterback that comes in and fucks that up. J.J.'s not a very good quarterback. Seahawks at the Titans. Give me the Seahawks.
All right, I'm back.
Oh, he's back? Okay, cool.
I don't know why I'm sorry, but I'm back. Yeah, no, the Giants, Lions, easy.
Yep.
Like they're not the same team.
Yeah.
Like, all right, let's keep going. Sorry for the yes.
We got the Vikings at the Packers. I took the Packers.
Yeah, me too. The Vikings. I wanted the Vikings to be good this year.
They have a good team. They just don't have the quarterback. They had Sam Darnold. They had Daniel Jones. They got rid of both of them for a guy that I didn't think was very good in J.J. McCarthy. And that seems to be a huge mistake on their part.
Yeah.
Seahawks at the Titans. Dog, the Seahawks are one of the best teams in the league.
Yeah, the Titans are a dumpster fire.
The Titans are absolutely a dumpster fire. Ooh, the Colts at the Chiefs. Oh, man.
Give me the Colts.
You're going to take the Colts? Wow.
They're spunky. They're somehow, like, I wasn't expecting them to be good at all this year. But they've been spunky, dude. Like, they feel like they have a chance. Give me them to slay the giant. You know, I mean, it's still the Chiefs. The Chiefs are still great, but
yeah, I picked the Chiefs to win in a huge game last week and they lost. So I think I'm gonna take the Colts. Give me the Colts. It's in Arrowhead. That's gonna be really tough, but give me the Colts. The Jets at the Ravens. Dog. Tyrod Taylor is starting. But still, the Ravens are just a much better football team. Give me the Ravens.
Give me Tyrod Taylor. I got faith. I got Taylor, dude. If he can drag the Bills to the playoffs, he can get a win against this Ravens team.
Oh man, this is the real toilet bowl. The 2-8 Browns at the 2-8 Raiders. Dog. I don't want to pick this. I don't want to pick this game. I'm gonna take the Raiders just because I think they have they've got a slightly better team, but I'm gonna take the Raiders.
Yeah, the Raiders have let me down in fantasy so bad this year.
I know they have.
They've let me down so horrifically. Like, I guess it'd be nice to see them do something for me though. Nice to see some fucking production. So give me the Raiders.
Then we got the Jaguars at the Cardinals.
Jags.
Yeah. You're gonna take the Jags?
I'm gonna take the Jags.
I don't know, man. I can't trust this Jaguars team, bro. I don't trust the Jaguars team. Give me the Cardinals.
All right.
I'm gonna take the Cardinals. Eagles at the Cowboys. Despite all of the Eagles' offensive struggles, I'm still gonna take the Eagles. Just because the Cowboys are a dumpster fire. They're don't have a defense.
They're not penetrating more times. They're not. It's kind of a boring football game. It was just a defensive slugfest. But, yeah, give me the Eagles to go piss off all them Texas people.
Yeah. This is a sneaky dumpster fire game. The 3-7 Falcons at the 2-8 Saints. Oh, man. I think the Falcons have more talent, but they have a lot more talent than a lot of teams, and they're still 3-7. I'm still going to take the Falcons just because I think the Saints are just that bad. The Saints are just that bad. So give me the Falcons.
It's a pretty sad day to be a Saints fan.
It is. Ooh, the Bucks at the Rams. This is the Sunday night game. Will the Bucks buck them up in LA?
Oh man, that's tough, man.
I
Because the Rams are solid. They're so solid. We're solid too. My beautiful Pirates, my beautiful Tampa Bay Buccaneers, man. Like raise the flags. I have to go with my team here, but it's shaky. That's a tough one. Like because that's not a pushover team.
I'm going to take the Rams. I love Baker Mayfield. The Bucks have just been injury prone. They've been snake bit all year by injuries.
I was hoping for another year like last year with more playoff play, but we just keep having bad luck, man.
Yeah,
it's sad. I mean, it's football though. Shit happens.
Yeah,
I was, my beautiful cavemen in New York also. They went down. That was sad to see.
Yep.
Cam Adams' leg pointing a different direction than it's fucking supposed to, or his foot.
And then we got the Monday night game, the Panthers at the 49ers. I think this is going to be a good game, but I think the 49ers, I think they're more trustworthy, especially with Brock Purdy getting back. Give me the 49ers at home.
Yeah, it's really hard to trust the Panthers to go beat the 49ers at home.
Yeah, no.
That's really that's a big ask.
That is a big ask. Yeah.
That's a team I wish was good. Like just, because that's from where I'm from. It's from our neck of the woods.
Yeah.
So you'd like to see them be good, but
Yeah, no, I agree. And then we got the Thursday night game. The Texans, look, dog, they sacked Josh Allen 8 times. I've said it all year. This Texans defense is fucking legit. And they might be the best defense in the NFL. And they got after Josh Allen all night long. And Davis Mills, who's a backup for CJ Stroud. CJ Stroud's inactive right now with concussions. The Texans, they just found a way to win, man. They got after Josh Allen. They made him uncomfortable. They stopped James Cook. They couldn't really establish the run. And the Texans won the line of scrimmage. And it's crazy how that happens, Jasper. If you win the line of scrimmage, you're probably going to win the game.
Crazy work.
It's crazy.
Who'd have thought?
Yeah. Well, we are about to get out of here. Thank you guys so much for everyone who's in the chat. We really, really appreciate it. If you haven't already, please like, comment, and subscribe. We very much appreciate that. It's Thanksgiving week. Everyone's going to be with their families. Tell your family about the TTT.
Plug the TTT at Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Don't yell at your uncle for his terrible political takes. Yell at him to subscribe to the TTT so we can yell at him for his terrible football takes.
Yes, this is true. It's all going to come for a full circle. Someone's going to be yelling at someone.
You're goddamn right.
Yeah. No, we very much appreciate it. If you haven't already, go check us out at all social medias at Trash Talk Tailgate, TikTok, Instagram, Facebook, and obviously YouTube. We post stuff every single day.
Hit up our TikTok. We've turned Dr. Preston into a monster on there.
You have.
I
don't know how I feel about it.
Go give him some love. You want that man to yell directly at you, that's probably the best place. Yes, he will yell directly at you on TikTok.
I will. Yeah.
So get at us on our TikTok.
I appreciate you, champ. Yeah. That is hilarious. Oh, yeah. Dinker, Champ, everyone in the chat, we very much appreciate you guys. All the bots that were in here, we appreciate you. That was cool.
We love our bots.
We do love our bots. But yeah, we got to get out of here, y'all. We will be back on Friday. We will be back on Tuesday to recap the NFL. It's going to be a crazy week. We might have some schedule conflicts because of the holiday week. We will see, but we will keep all y'all updated. Thank you guys so much. We appreciate y'all, and enjoy your NFL football Sunday.